Shalom. Today we are in Mishnah Avot, Perek Daled, the fourth chapter of Mishnah Avot. I would like to read the Mishnah that we're doing today, Mishnah16-17 in Hebrew, and then I'll translate it to English, or attempt to translate it to English. רבי יעקב אומר, העולם הזה דומה לפרוזדור בפני העולם הבא. התקן עצמך בפרוזדור כדי שתיכנס לטרקלין. So Rabbi Yaakov says, this world, העולם הזה, דומה is similar לפרוזדור. בפני העולם הבא is like some sort of corridor or hallway preparing us for the world to come. התקן עצמך בפרוזדור כדי שתיכנס לטרקלין. And after giving us this imagery, he says, prepare yourself while you're in the hallway כדי שתיכנס לטרקלין. So you'll be able to enter into the hall or something like that. So Rabbi Yaakov here gives us this imagery about the relationship between this world and the world to come. This world is just a little bit of a hallway preparing us for the real world, the world to come. And we're supposed to spend our life in this world preparing to the world to come. This kind of idea, discussing the world to come and the relationship between this and that, is something that many Jewish philosophers and Bichlal philosophers have deeply discussed. Ha'olam haba, what does it mean? What is it actually discussing? What are we really preparing ourselves for? So some people gave imagery that is really symbolic, and other people gave Olam haba reality and really explained to us what it's actually going to be. I do want to say that some have used this imagery of hope and preparation for the Olam haba, from the world to come, as something that can be used against I guess, religious life, in the way that, for example, Karl Marx said, religious people don't pursue their life in the best way because they think that this world isn't really so important, that they're really waiting for the world to come, and therefore if we suffer or we're poor in this world, so who cares? At some point, we'll be in the Olam haba, we'll be in the world to come, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. So to him, this belief of the Olam haba is something that really keeps religious people back and keeps them in a place that is not good, and it justifies the injustice that in which they live. That's just to give us some perspective, but Olam haba, Rabbi Yaakov here is telling us, is also something that just gives us perspective and makes us understand that this isn't everything that is here. But we do have to say that from an existential point of view, living in a world in which is not the real place that you're supposed to be at can be something that's kind of complicated, thinking that I'm here, but I'm not really hoping to be here. I really want to be something else. It's something that's not so simple to live by. And therefore we're really lucky that Rabbi Yaakov didn't finish speaking in Mishnah16-17, but gave us another one. So what he says in Mishnah16, and now I'm going to read it in Hebrew, he says, hu haya omer, יפה שעה אחת בתשובה ומעשים טובים בעולם הזה, מכל חיי עולם הבא. ויפה שעה אחת של קורת רוח בעולם הבא, מכל חיי העולם הזה. So here Rabbi Yaakov says, יפה שעה אחת בתשובה ומעשים טובים. 1 hour of tshuva and of good deeds in this world is so much more beautiful than the whole entire life in the world to come. And also the opposite, he says, יפה שעה אחת של קורת רוח בעולם הבא, and having 1 hour in the עולם הבא is more beautiful than this world. What happens when we put these two Mishnayot together is that we get two very different perspectives. In Mishnah16, Rabbi Yaakov tells us this world is just a hallway to the world to come. And it gives us the feeling that really, if we have to give hierarchy to the two worlds, so the world to come is more important. But in the second Mishnah, Rabbi Yaakov tells us that the truth is that there's so much in this world that is so beautiful, and it doesn't even compare to the beauty of the whole entire life of Olam haba. So if we needed to, I think it's nice to put both of these Mishnayot together and see what kind of life we live when we hold both of these Mishnayot. On the one hand, we live in this world knowing that this world is just a hallway. Whatever we discuss in this world, whatever we do in this life is beautiful, but it's really just preparation for the world to come. On the other hand, know that we're not here for no reason, and this world has its deep beauties, and these beauties to some extent are beautiful and much more beautiful than the world to come. So if we live with both of these Mishnayot, I think that it can keep us in some sort of balance. On the one hand, enjoying life, enjoying this world, enjoying what this world really has to offer, but also live with some sort of perspective, knowing that this isn't everything, and there's something else that we're also trying to aspire to, and to hopefully reach at some point. So, Shabbat Shalom.